Hello, hello, and welcome back to my channel, Maggie's Tarot. How are you all? I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back, guys, and thank you very much to every single one of you that has given me a thumbs up, liked, subscribed, watched my videos to the end. It's all very, very much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, as you've noted on this channel, I have put a link in before I do this reading to an Amazon wish list. Now on that is all just tarot cards. I am struggling at the moment to constantly buy these decks, so if anybody would like to donate to this channel, then that would be the way to go. Anyway, thank you. Like I said, I hope you're all having an absolute amazing morning, afternoon or evening, depending where you are in the world. So today I thought I would just do a little quick reading with a deck that I've bought myself, which is this new moon. It's like the Moonology with Yasmin Bolin, but it's the second deck of them, and there's some really, really beautiful cards in here. So I'm going to try and keep this to 5 minutes, 10 minutes at the most, okay? Let's just see what we have coming up, what we have going for collective. Thanks to everybody that does watch my readings to the end. It's very, very much appreciated, and for your subscriptions, because it does help my channel to grow. As you know, please remember, I will never reach out. I will never ask you for money. I will never solicit in the comments. I will never I'm not on any platform anywhere, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever these are, okay? I'm not on any other platform, and I do not do personal readings anywhere, and that is period, okay? So today we're going to use this new deck I got, and it's Yasmin Bolin Moon, Dark Moon it's called, I beg your pardon, Dark Moon Oracle, okay? So I'm going to give them a good shuffle, and then we're going to just half them over here. I'm sitting on the settee with a couple of cushions, so it's a bit a bit wonky donkey. Okay, what have we got twisted there? Okay, so that is, whoa, what's that one? I could, ooh. I'm gonna just stop the reading right there. I'm not really sure if the energy here is very powerful, okay? Let's just get a couple more to see if I need to continue with this reading, guys, because this is a very, very powerful goddess, one that's very, very misunderstood, and I'm not really sure if I'm the best person to be describing her sort of energy. Sometimes, like I said, the reason I did a lot on the gods and goddesses, guys, is because I did study Greek mythology at school and all the different things around that era, and I was the top in my class with that. It's the only sort of thing that I had an interest when I was at school, was all the sort of gods and goddesses, the Olympians, you know, all the Greek mythologies, all the different sort of languages and different things with the gods and the goddesses and all the different names for them. So that's why I did a lot on the Greeks, the gods and goddesses. Not everybody was your cup of tea, so I'm just going to pull another couple out the top of here to see whether we're going to continue with this reading or maybe not. Maybe I won't post it, because very, very strong energy coming out straight away. So let's get another 6, will we? Ground yourself. Okay, well, with Lilith coming out, you perhaps would need to what's the next ones? Or some of you may work with this goddess. Let me see what we do. Oh, Hecate, baby. I'm not sure about continuing here, but reveal the truth underneath Hecate and ground yourself underneath Lilith. Okay, let's keep going. No way, folks. The Morgan has came out next to Lilith and Hecate with alchemy. Oh my god. I'm going to get another 2, and then honour yourself. Wow. And dream weaving on the bottom. Ego. So egos come down on the bottom next to reward. Ego and reward being together. You may have a lion totem for some of you. What's next to that? What a beautiful deck. Seek calm. A lot of you may need to be meditative at this stage, and the reason being, this is very, very powerful energy to come out straight away off the bat like this. Wowzers, guys. Whoever this reading's for, I'm going to do the reading, I'm going to continue with it, but then I feel very strongly that I need to maybe just check with my guides. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to continue with this, but please just bear in mind that this is an opinion, all right? Obviously, if you work with these three powerful goddesses here, this deck actually has some beautiful imagery. I'm going to show you everything at the end. It's not necessarily that I thought that would come out, although I've done that reading with the gods and goddesses. I wasn't going to repeat it. There are some beautiful words and imagery. I'll show you at the end, because that is giving me a bit of heat. Right, alright, so I'm not going to talk about the negatives of the gods and goddesses, because I don't want to drum up any sort of negative energy, okay? Because we always have to be respectful when we are talking about these gods and goddesses, alright? Just remember, for as far as I know, look at that owl, and also snakes. I don't know if this is something that Lilith would particularly be working with, okay? But remember that Lilith is excuse my throat chakra. I will channel a little bit. I've got very warm, the heat all of a sudden here. Right. Alright, so Lilith with Ground Yourself. Lilith is the most misunderstood goddess of them all. She is a dark goddess, okay? I don't want to go into the ins and the outs and the wherefores, but she is classed as the divine feminine. She was also the mother of all demons, so, okay? But she has good qualities as well as bad, so let's just chat about them for a minute. The mother of the demons. This is not going to be everybody's reading. This is just for one or two of you out here, okay? Before this, she became dark. I think in the Bible, I think she was originally like refused to be subservient to Adam or something along those lines, all right? So I'm gonna leave that there, because yeah, I think she refused to be subservient to Adam. I could look it up for you guys right now, but we'll just keep going with the flow here. She, to me, is the original femme fatale, and it's funny how you've got that with the ground yourself. So some of you may have some sort of femme fatale around you. This is just depictive of that you need to be aware of, okay? And not that they're going to do you any harm, but just the energy of Lilith is very, very powerful in this reading. Okay, so there could be, she was an original sort of femme fatale. And when Lilith comes to guide you, that's telling me that you've got some sort of blockage there, some sort of blockage in your life that you are needing to move away from, and because it could be, it's something that's limiting your growth, your potential, your move forward, all right, that's the words, or attempting to move away from, operative words here, because something's trying to block you, okay? Maybe you need to ground yourself and meditate to go within to find out what that is, or you already know, okay? See, my throat chakra, excuse me, my throat chakra, guys, very warm, guys, very warm. What I feel here is that if it's check your relationship status, just check that you're not involved with, or there isn't a femme fatale trying to come in. Okay, ground yourself, meditate, and go into your own intuitive feelings on this when you see this imagery, when you see this energy here. Okay, some of you are being called to work with sort of magic. We did have the alchemy card here, but it's below Hecate. No, it's between Hecate and the Morgan. Powerful, powerful, powerful energies. This alchemy is trying to fly down here. So, okay. One at a time, guys, please. So, I feel, wow. I just got the word ashamed of. You should be ashamed, or ashamed of, or you're feeling shame. You should be ashamed. Ashamed of yourself. Right. Something's going on here. Somebody's done something they shouldn't, and just be aware. Lilith, this energy, is aware of it. So I'm just here to channel to let you know she's aware of what you've done. Okay, and that word, ashamed. You should be ashamed of yourself is what I've just heard. So also with this, I keep getting ignore the naysayers is a massive message here from, because she was very empowering, she was very powerful, and she was the sort of her heart and mind and soul was all one. Okay, because she'd been through a lot. I don't want to talk about that too much. I don't know enough about this goddess to talk about that too much, and I don't want to be disrespectful in any way. Okay, so also what I do know is I've just got telekinesis abilities. All right, telekinesis abilities is coming through. Some of you may need to ground yourself to work on that. So grounding yourself, I would say go out in nature, as here, look, barefoot, out in nature, in the woods, just to connect to certain energies, okay? Or you can look up how to connect. Lilith was not always a bad, evil person, okay? There's a reasons behind her story, but I don't really want to have to go into it in great depth on this channel. My God, I'm talking for 10 minutes already. I'm so sorry, but anyway, that was quite a shock that I got 3 of these out in the straight off. That is very, very unusual. So you may have more than one of these working with you. This was not meant to be a goddess reading. However, there you go. So anyway, I'm going to leave this one here, but some of you may also have the totem of the owl here, and also snake energy here as well. Okay, 2 totems there, and you may need to go into nature to ground with that energy. So let's put that energy here, and let's go back to Hecate as well. I know a lot of you out there do you're in groups or sort of that worship this goddess together. I'm not in any groups anywhere, full stop. Okay, so Hecate coming forward with the older, oops, these are all falling. This is very powerful reading. I'm losing my voice, I feel hot, so this energy is very powerful. And again, we have another owl here, so owl totem is very important for a lot of you, or to work with that spirit. Now Hecate, 3 goddesses, my Lord in heaven, wanting your attention right now. I feel there's 3 goddesses here, very, very different, yet very powerful in their own unique way. And it's almost like you've got 3 that are either working with you or attempting to work with you, or work with you in different areas of your life. My throat is literally going. So Hecate, she's definitely trying to get your attention. This is trying to get your attention right now, okay? You may be called to do mediumship, all right? Because Hecate guides souls to the... again, take this with a pinch of salt. You do have priestesses of Hecate out there. I'm not one of them, so they may be able to inform you of more. I'm just going with what my guides are telling me and what I feel with the energy. She does cross over souls to the underworld, okay? So with this energy, you may be called to mediumship. That is part of mediumship sometimes, you know, when you have souls that do come to mediums and they're looking for help to cross them over. It could be part of your calling here. But she also, some of you may have already got an interest in Greek mythology, which is where Hecate formats. When she has appeared, you are definitely at this crossroads that we talked about a minute ago. We are at a crossroads in your life. This is a massive turning point. Yeah, and the truth coming out there. A massive crossroads and turning point. And I've just got answer the call. You're being asked to answer the call to step into this, reveal the truth. Okay, so you have a book of knowledge within you and you're not revealing everything, or you're not seeing what's hidden within you. You have many gifts, talents and abilities that haven't come out yet. You have got a whole book here of knowledge that you need to reveal, and Hecate here, or Lilith or the Morgan, are going to come forward helping you to reveal that, because it's going to help other people. All right, see this person, black but older lady, you're now maybe my age, you may be in your 50s, okay, 40s, 30s, no, she looks more 50s, 60s. So Hecate is saying answer the call. She's guiding you, whoever you are, whoever this is for, to transformation. She's guiding you through some sort of change, some sort of crossroads that you have to make a decision on. But you're going to be guided to the right path. So some of you may need to call on her to meditate with, to make an offering. I don't know. You can also look that up if you want to look that up. But I know she's witchcraft, sorcery. I usually remember Hecate having dogs around her. I don't know what sort of breed of dog, so you may love animals. You definitely work with the owl totem here. She's there to guide and protect against evil as well. And what did we have? We had an alchemy card over here. Okay, so it could be evil being sent your way. Maybe somebody is abusing some energy they have with Lilith. I don't know, abusing that energy to attack. Or it's just people that these three goddesses are surrounding you right now to protect you from alchemy that's being sent your way. Very powerful goddesses. Excuse me. There's some sort of truth that you need to reveal, alright? Because if you don't take this blindfold off, the truth's coming out. Remember I got a minute ago somebody saying that in my ear. Shame on you. What was that? Shame on you. Or you should be ashamed. I feel something happened or something's been done that these goddesses are surrounding you to protect you, because somebody's done something with alchemy very, very ruthlessly, and they've all witnessed that. Alright, and you should be ashamed of yourself. That was it. Okay, so you need to be aware that these goddesses have witnessed every form of alchemy that you've done against whoever I'm speaking to today, whoever the collective message is here for. Alright, so she also helps you move through. Hecate is, I do love Hecate, I do love the Morgan. I'm not familiar with Lilith too much, alright, I just touch on things, but she also guards the doorways, the crossroads and transitions, like I said, to the underworld. If she's there with you or guiding you right now, you're being guided against some kind of sorcery, witchcraft that's aimed at you. It's as simple as that. So this is like an emergency read, if my guides allow me to get this out. But the truth is going to be revealed soon. Alright. Just remember to give thanks to Lilith, to Hecate and to the Morgan, because these are powerful energies, and if you've got them around, you are protected. You are so protected. You're not going to have a fear here. Just been told there's nothing on this picture, but she does have the torches. She usually has dogs, and she does hold the keys. Okay, she's the torch bearer. She holds the keys to many doors, but does not mean to say just because you pray to her or you light a candle for her that you're going to get access, because there's certain knowledge that's not meant to be given. You see how this woman is standing in front of the doorway. Alright, she's got the book of knowledge, but she's almost like the High Priestess, really. Some of you may be High Priestesses out there. Some of you may be High Priest. Okay, just because they're feminine energies, divine feminine energies, does not mean to say that masculines cannot work with the divine feminine energies, and vice versa. You could still work with Zeus, Poseidon, all these other ones that I did a quick snapshot of in my previous readings. If you want to check them out, some of them went down like a lead balloon. But it's if it's your taste, okay, or if it's not. All right. That with revealing Hecate, with revealing the truth, I can only say my knowledge base and what I have, very, very powerful, and there is a very heated energy coming off of these cards, so I'll definitely be using them again. This reveal the truth with the Hecate, okay? So if you want honesty from somebody, just remember to, I've just noticed as well, there's an arrow above this person's head. What's that say? There's an arrow above this person's head. So I always see arrows as fast communication. Something may be coming in that's going to reveal some sort of truth to you. And also if you want honesty from something, a person, place, thing, situation, then you simply need to ask for it. All right. Okay. Excuse me a sec. I'll just get a little drink. Sometimes with the readers, their throat chakra gets attacked, not because they're saying anything wrong. We have to be in control of our vessels and not allow anything, to interrupt what's going on. And our team will protect us while we're doing readings, but sometimes they get a bit, overzealous, shall we say. Okay, so we'll go to, shall we dare? Do you know what's funny about the Morgan? I saw all these crows the other day. I did, when I was in the car and did a reading, which is very interesting. And Lilith, Hecate, and the Morgan are all alchemy. And I'm going to tell you about one of the dreams I had just a couple of nights ago when I finished this reading. Let's go to the Morgan first. Hecate, yeah, that's definitely Phoenix rising with justice out of the fire. But anyway, let's go to this one. She is Irish goddess, by the way. This one is Greek. Irish goddess, which is Ireland is very close to England and very close to Scotland. Okay, so as you can see the crows, this is part of her. Whenever you see the flowers, she's very powerful and symbolises the goddess of war and fate. Again, this could be linked to this truth, revealing the truth coming out. Excuse me as I work my way through this message for you guys. The truth, reveal the truth is being revealed. Sorry, Spirit, okay. So the Morgan is the Irish goddess, very powerful, symbolises the crows, goddess of war and fate and magic. Alchemy. Funny how that was placed below that one when it came out. Ooh, just got, she will fight fire with fire, baby. I like it, Spirit. Fight fire with fire. Okay. So we've got Hecate here. We've got Lilith. We've got the underworld. We've got fight fire with fire here. We've got shape-shifting energies here. Look at this phoenix here. You've got crows here. You've got owls over here. A lot of bird energy. Snakes as well. If you are having this energy with you right now, guys, wow, you're gonna have to ground yourself in nature, barefoot. There's a lot of elemental fairies there as well. I can see fairies. Why am I seeing fairies? I'm not a fairy on there, but I just wanted to say fairies. Okay. So She's going to shapeshift to help you, wow, to win against a rival. She's helping you win against a rival. Not that things should be competitions, guys, but... And she's helping you understand alchemy while you do it. Back to Hecate's protection with a Morgan and Lilith. My gosh. These three are helping you against a rival. Hecate's protection, Lilith, the Morgan, and against somebody else's magic and sorcery. Wow. That dance there, thanks. Okay. Alchemy. Some of you may be studying alchemy right now, or these goddesses want you to study alchemy. If you're part of a group, you may already be doing that. Okay, or maybe you'll be invited to a group, I don't know, but you're definitely winning over something. There's definitely revealing of some sort of truth. Goddess of fertility and prophecy, sovereignty, guys, sovereignty. Now with the alchemy, whatever's coming, you're going to help burn away, fight fire. Remember I said... The goddess said going to help you fight fire with fire. We're not lighting fires out here, just so as you know, guys, okay? Help you fight fire with fire. Help you burn away what no longer serves you, alright? It's like rebirth. That's almost like a phoenix to me, with justice here as well. Number 43. There's a little tiny, I don't know if you can see it right there, a little tiny, and it looks like a scorpion. This could be the card of Scorpio, or a Scorpio may be doing this black magic, I don't know, with a Libra, with the scales of justice and the Scorpio. This could be a couple doing this. Scorpion and the scales there, or it could mean justice coming your way. Ooh, just got sex magic. This isn't a reading for any children. I always put that as no in my little box there. So I did something at the end of my Crystal Skulls reading, which was about people invading the space with energies and me picking that up in the dream state. So this is quite important if anybody's doing sort of sex magic, that you're aware, because I feel like a fiery, passionate energy that's one-sided as well, okay? Just so as you know, for information's sake there. So what have we got over here, Spirit? Pardon me. Oh, look, there's many different animals as well. You've got Honour Yourself with Dream Weaver. Honour yourself. Your worth is not up for negotiation, okay? Your worth is not up for negotiation. You may have an lion as a spirit totem or guide. Some of you may, this is Aries with a ram, or Pisces with a fish there. A lot of, each one of these cards I do believe is linked to star signs as well. So that's really interesting, guys. I'll pick some more in a minute. So Dreamweaver with Honour Yourself. Look at that. Some of you may have been sort of like, what's a medicine woman perhaps in the past. Alright. So, or listen to your dreams. What are you dreaming about? What is your subconscious trying to tell you? What are you bringing from your subconscious and your dreams into the waking life? Okay, bringing it into the reality here. Some of our dreams, like when we wake up, right, and we remember those dreams, we quickly try to write them down, which is a good practice actually, because I'm terrible for forgetting things. All right, so if we write them down when we wake up, they can be so effing vivid, and so oozing with like symbolism sometimes that it's very hard for us to decipher what's true and what's false. So we it's about, in the dream state, a lot of you may be connecting with some of these goddesses we talked about. Okay. What else have you got there, fish? So Pisces, something in the dream with a Pisces or an Aries or a Leo, just with these particular cards being like that. Honor yourself with Leo, and dream weaving. Alright, so maybe a Pisces is in your dream and an Aries is in your dream, or a Leo, okay, maybe symbolic to some of you. So we need to sort of learn to decipher what our dreams are meaning. That, say, is spiders are not always that bad, it's just a perception of them. Alright, so what hinders us, what's blocking us, what are our fears, you know, what basically is the subconscious trying to tell us, right, that we bring into the waking life, so to speak. And for some of you, your subconscious is trying to tell you you have alchemy abilities. You are about to have truth revealed with the Justice and the Scorpio here, of who's been doing magic on you, a Scorpio and a Libra. Could be some of the other signs, Leo, the Pisces and the Leo, Pisces and Aries, okay? Or some of you need to be grounding yourself in nature right now to honour yourself. Your worth is not up for negotiation with anybody out there. All collective is very strong in who they are and what they want to achieve, etc. So we're not negotiating with anybody, okay, over our worth. So, and some of you, these energies, it took me a while to just sort of calm down a little bit, guys. Hecate. Wow. Powerful energies. I'm up and down a bit with that. To me, this is all about these three energies, perhaps coming to you in your dreams or working with you through alchemizing what's going on in your life, okay, helping you ground yourself, get the truth revealed, working with alchemy, working with these goddesses, okay, learning new meditation techniques and things like that. Let's see what else we get, Spirit. Oh, what's twisted there? Hang on, I've got them upside down, they're all twisted. Okay, can we have another message or two, Spirit? Something jump round. Let's start again so you can see that popping out, shall we? One or two messages. So this is really excellent for some of you. There is some of you, like I said, with that femme fatale around, okay? A femme fatale. So either you're going to learn magic and sorcery, or somebody's sending magic and sorcery your way. And these goddesses are protecting you, my love. What's that slip down there? We can't have the other. Oh, this Medusa. Okay, guys, I'm gonna just leave the reading here because the energy is too much. Break free. Now, what's kind of weird about on the bottom with this was, I told you before about having that dream where there was somebody trying to put my face into a Medusa head in one of the dream states, sort of trying to frighten me in my dreams. Now, Medusa was actually a very beautiful goddess, okay? But Medusa slept with, I think it was Poseidon, and don't quote me, but yeah, I think I said this before, on Poseidon's, on Aphrodite's no, it wasn't Aphrodite, excuse me, hold on. Gosh, do you know when you've got that name and it's just slipped you? Come on, not Aphrodite. Oh, it's gone. The name's gone for some reason, but anyway, she slept in this other goddess's temple, and the other goddess was so enraged that she basically cursed her to look like that, so any man that would look upon her would be turned to stone. So that's a very interesting story to do with Medusa, but she's come out here. But Medusa has very, very powerful energy as well, so you can work. Let me just clarify why that's come out just at the very end of this reading. Athena, that was it. Athena's temple. Ego. Unveil. Right, the bottom of the deck we've got unveil. So, alright, and then you've got ego. So there's going to be an unveiling of somebody's ego, and maybe some of the things I feel that they have done spiritually or through the misuse of magic there, or something like that, or something along those lines. Her coming out on the bottom of that deck like that, you saw it fly out for yourself with the ego and unveil. See how she's peeking behind the curtain here in this picture? That leads me to believe it's very similar to the High Priestess. So unless there's an unveiling that you're a High Priestess but you don't even realise that right now. And past trauma. So we're talking about all these three goddesses, and each one of them have had past traumas. Unless you have not realised that you're a goddess from a past life, you've had a past trauma, and this is what's trying to be unveiled. You are actually a High Priestess with one of those energies we've been talking about, guys. Very powerful. Past trauma. What's under that? What I just went, what's underneath the unveiling and the past trauma? I think I should maybe leave that there. Taurus energy in this one. So whatever you've been through, look here, it's going to be unveiled, and you're gonna have, I like to see that at an end of such a powerful reading that's been a bit up and down. Blessings coming in. You're gonna be blessed for all of this alchemy and this magic and this the revealing of the truth here with this energy. You see, you have been a High Priestess in a previous life. Right, what I'm going to do, let's put all of these back in. Hecate, Lilith, alchemy, honour yourself, dream weaving, ground yourself, and all the rest. Give it another little shuffle and we'll see what pops back out, just to close up this reading. I said I would make this reading 10 minutes and I've waffled on for half an hour. I hope that made sense to at least somebody. Ignore the naysayers at this time, who cares, okay? Ignore the naysayers, only you know what's right for you, and you will know if this is your reading. They've done all sorts of magic and alchemy, including sex magic. That's disgusting. Against you. They may even have abused some of these beautiful goddesses to do it. Well, that's worse. There's a lot of prophecy, sovereignty, a lot of powerful energy within that reading. Just know that all these blockages that have been there are going to be lifted so that you can step into your absolutely perfect version of who you're supposed to be, give you that growth, that empowerment to move forward. And these goddesses are helping you break anything that was attempting to block this path. I've just shuffled that and the blessings are still on the bottom. Okay. 3 shuffles. One last message for our beautiful collective. Oh, I was going to tell you about my dream. one last message, Spirit. One last little message. Bottom of the deck, achievement and overcritical. Sagittarius energy. You've had so many people. Yeah. You've had so many people being so critical of you. Look at all how these women are surrounding this one person. Being overcritical about everything that this person's trying to do, trying to bring forward. And yet she's the one that's sitting behind this doorway and entrance, standing in front of it, and these four want in. Okay? But you're just about to have hit. Remember, I saw an arrow on one of the cards. You're just about to get everything that your heart desires. Achievement is coming in. So all of their being overcritical has been for absolutely no reason, because they're not getting past that door. Okay? So if you had a lot of people, work, love, life, and your life being critical about you, then don't worry about it, because you're still going to have this achievement, and these goddesses are making sure that that comes in for you guys. All right, so that's the messages, guys. Anyhow, I didn't mean to talk that long. I'm so sorry, guys. So yeah, everything that no longer serves you is definitely being burned away. Okay, there's a rebirth there, and trust me, I love the fire element, because even if you have negativity coming your way, the good thing is to imagine you encased in a bit of fire, just not protective energy encased around you to burn that away. If you feel somebody trying to attach it, maybe in a queue in a supermarket, or somebody that you just don't like, okay, just know that that is one way that you can cleanse your energy or protect yourself. Anywho, I think this is where I'm going to leave it. This is, like I said, Yasmin Boland's Moon Oracle, and I'm going to leave your reading there, okay? Hope that makes sense to one of you at least. I don't care if one of you votes on votes. They might be getting votes. Oh, Callie's at the talking about fire energy. Callie Mars at the bottom. Oh, there's some powerful souls in here, let me tell you. Anywho, on that note, we're going to leave it there, guys. Oh, excuse my t-shirt, got a bit of a mark there. I'm always the tider of bloody good news, do you know, in these readings. You know, all these powerful energies, you know. There's good and bad in everybody, in every situation, and these goddesses are no different. But you are being called to work with 3 or more, or just alchemy, or to utilize or look into them a bit more. You're already working with them, and they're taking that to the next level for you, and you're protected by them. All right, so that is going to be that message here. So anyway, guys, please remember to like, subscribe, and if you can afford it, I've put my Amazon wish list now. The cards there are probably from 1999. I don't know how long they've sort of been up there, but I did have them last time I was on 5 years ago, on and off, and nobody sent a link. I think there was one person, and it was the Dragon Oracle. Tracy had sent me 5 years ago, and I thought I would just give it another try to put that link on there, just to see if there's at least one person that feels generous. Obviously, it's not a you don't have to. It's only if you have enough money or a spare deck or something like that. That would be really, really gratefully appreciated, because I do not have my decks around me at the moment. They are in storage. And it's a pain in the arse, to be honest with you, but it's just the way it is at the minute. I'm so between things, it's ridiculous. You see, there's a lot of lovely energies. Some of us have an inner critic. Yeah, but it's a difference with that imagery and the imagery that we had. Anyway, let me quickly tell you about a dream I had recently, which talks about violation of people in your space without consent. So if you don't want to hear this, I wish you well, thank you very much. and I'll talk to you later. Take care. For those of you who want to hear, listen on. I was nodding off on the settee, and basically a sort of window opened up above, right? And my guides allowed me to see this because they wanted me to see what this person looked like and be aware. Okay, so what I heard was somebody was looking down at me, lying there semi-asleep after my tea, getting to that age, you know, little nod off. And I heard, "You bitch." Okay, I was like, what? You know, because obviously I thought, who the hell's that? American accent, right? And I kind of went, who's that? So I sat up and I could see them, because yes, we can see and hear you. And that's what she said. She went, "Oh my God, can she see me and hear me?" Yes, we can. So this, whatever window was it was a portal, and it just was like that, and then it just shut again. The woman had other two people with her, and basically blonde hair, page to about just below the ear, and this woman was very long, elongated sort of face, very long, very slim, and the two were the shadows behind. I didn't quite see them, and she just quickly realised. I don't know why my guide wanted me to see that, but I thought, why are you calling me a bitch? I'm not a bitch. And that was a genuine, because when you're semi-dozing between sleeping and dozing, talking about dream weaving, that energy we got. So I don't know what this person is, but anyway, the next few days I've had a few folk in the cars hanging around outside the house, which is strange. And what it looked like was a similar version to that, with blonde hair down to here, but a young girl, and the guy was driving a monster truck. So if any of you relate to or know that, I just don't understand what that's got to do with me, you know, but I thought I'd mention it in case it's, I don't know why anybody would be calling me a bitch. I found it a bit strange anyway, so I thought I'd share that. Maybe you could shed some light, I don't know, but I don't appreciate invasion of my personal space. It is actually a spiritual crime, and amongst everything else, if anybody's been doing alchemy or any of these things, told you about the sex magic, the alchemy, the blocking of your path, you know, all of that, femme fatales being around you. So it could be a femme fatale there, but I don't know. Like I said, I've not upset anybody as far as I'm aware of. Anyhow, I'm not. We're all bitches. We're all feminines, you know. So we can be classed as a bitch, but I'm not went out there to be bitchy to anybody. So anyhow, really roared that really loud at me. You know, don't be invading my space like that, because you will end up in spiritual jail. Okay. You're not allowed in my space, but my guides only let me see you because they wanted to be aware of who it was that was actually driving around and sitting outside in a truck, a monster truck, low loader with a guy in it and God knows who in the back. Okay, be very careful what you're doing out there. There are spiritual laws and laws of cause and effect, etc., etc., and it's all there for a reason. Okay, anyway, my loves, I'm gonna leave I'm going to leave this reading there. Thank you so much to everybody again that's subscribed. I really appreciate you, and I will catch you on the next one. Okay, ta-ra for now.